Breaking news out of the Middle East. U.S. officials are confirming to NBC News that they have the view that it appears an Israeli ground incursion into Lebanon has just begun. Israeli officials had said to the U.S. that the incursion would be limited in scope, scale, and duration. That's their account. U.S. officials say so far that is what they are seeing. This is days after Israeli airstrikes killed the longtime leader of Hezbollah in Lebanon. We are joined now by David Rothkopf, a foreign policy expert who has worked in the Clinton administration, also writes about foreign policy for the Daily Beast in his newsletter. Welcome. What do you understand is happening at this hour?
Well, as I understand it, Israeli forces are beginning to expand their operations in Lebanon somewhat. The United States government is concerned about this. That President Biden said earlier today that he is still hoping for a ceasefire. And I think the concern of U.S. officials with whom I've spoken is not that this will be a limited operation as the Israelis promised, but instead that they will get bogged down, that civilian casualties will rise, as often happens in this kind of thing.
The conflict between Israel, Lebanon, and Hezbollah forces is long-running and long predates the October 7th attack and the war in Gaza. But after October 7th, there was an escalation. How should American audiences understand sort of the link between these two conflicts or wars?
Well, Hamas and Hezbollah are both organizations that are tied to Iran, funded by Iran. They're linked to the Houthis, who are also tied to Iran and Yemen, and to other Iranian proxies throughout the region. When Israel went into Gaza after October 7th, Hezbollah immediately started launching attacks into northern Israel. This has caused many Israelis to be dislocated from their positions, and the Israelis have found this intolerable. I think, if you're a viewer and you say, well, the Israelis have conducted surgical strikes that have eliminated terrorists, that's probably net a good thing. That's right. The question is, when this gets expanded, when you send ground troops in, what is the impact on the civilian population of Lebanon, which is much greater? And earlier today, for example, the head of UNICEF said that it is starting to see big dislocations of people in Lebanon, perhaps 1 million people dislocated. And so we're entering a very, very tricky phase of this. I think the U.S. will be pushing for ceasefire. I think the Israelis will not be listening. To the extent to which this goes beyond the kind of surgical strikes that we've seen recently, I think international opinion will quickly turn against the Israelis.